guys, well here I'm doing my thoughts and comments on the brand new Iron Man 2 movie, summer's first blockbuster mega hit, hit theaters yesterday, May 7, 2010. I went to see the midnight screening on Thursday night, well Wednesday going to Thursday. I went there with high expectations because I knew what Jon Favreau did with Part 1. I come out of the movie and I was like, I was cheering. Man, I completely enjoyed this movie 100%. You can see it from the expressions of people's in there. I like to see everybody's impression. But me enjoying the movie, I keep talking back and forth with my buddy. I'm like, man, did you see that? Oh man, that was crazy. Like, people are cheering, laughing. I can't believe people are not liking this movie. It's hard to believe because I couldn't see somebody sit there and like, and just like be all serious about it. Guys, the movie has a comedy and stuff. It's great. I think it's a complete continuation. This movie is a complete continuation with from Part 1. People are saying Part 1 was better than 2. I don't know why you can say that because it's one whole movie. It is one whole thing. I mean, it's a complete continuation. The only thing that breaks the magic a little bit here is Terrence Howard not coming back to play Rhodey. Don Cheadle takes his place, which I'll talk about him in a little bit. But other than that, I mean, everybody's back. Everybody's back in this sequel. And I thought it was fantastic. You can sell me this in a 4.5-hour movie, I'll watch it. I mean, to me, it's a complete, it's like you grab a controller, put pause, a 2-year pause, and then press play 2 years later, and then we're continuing the movie. The movie starts right up where Part 1 left off. Now, I am Iron Man. That's the big words he says at the end of the movie of Part 1. I am Iron Man now. So, Part 1 was amazing. I mean, what a fantastic movie. Part 1 is being called the greatest movie, a superhero adaptation of all times. Of course, I think The Dark Knight, it's a little bit better movie. But, I mean, Iron Man 1 following closely is right there, second. So, he creates the suits, he creates the hero. I am Iron Man now. Okay, so now we're Part 2 where I am Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is an amazing actor. I mean, he's amazing. What a great comeback this guy. I mean, from the hole that he was to come back and rise up to, you know, I love his acting. I love how he's awesome in Sherlock Holmes too. In this movie, he doesn't disappoint either. He's great. I mean, Tony Stark, a rich guy, beyond wealthy. I mean, classy, elegant, sexy, glasses all the time. Suits look good on him. Everything, women all around him, cars, you name it. And of course, has a brilliant mind when it comes to weapons and weaponry. And the suit it creates, you know, the suit, of course, the Iron Man suit. But you know, the cool thing is that everybody knows who Tony Stark, who Iron Man is. I mean, everybody knows he's Iron Man. Batman has a mask. Nobody knows who Batman is. So. But he has set the standard for safety around the world. I mean, nobody can challenge him. His weaponry is so advanced, so that he's so comfortable, you know, running around, but anybody can challenge him at any time. I love Tony Stark. Everything revolves in this movie around Tony Stark, and he's great. He's funny. Guys, this movie has comedy. Yes, it has comedy. I think it's a perfectly balanced movie. You know, sometimes there's too much action, but not enough plot development and character development. So sometimes there's too much, you know, of everything. But I think it was perfectly balanced right here. It had action, comedy, good characters, good acting, development. You knew exactly what was going on in there. You needed every information. Nothing was too much. Like, you know, like Spider-Man 3. Of course, everybody was comparing it to, oh, it's gonna be like Spider-Man 3. What a big flop. There's too much going on. I think it was perfectly balanced. It didn't have, I mean, people are saying that, oh, there was not a lot of action, it dragged for a little bit. No, I mean, they're developing things here and there. They're developing for greater things. I mean, this is not going to be the last Iron Man movie, I can guarantee you now, and you're going to see more of Iron Man in the coming years with the Avengers thing coming. So, but Tony Stark, fantastic. Don Cheadle plays War Machine. I mean, there's the one scene, I mean, here, you get to see Tony's human side here, okay? So, a lot of people didn't enjoy the scene with the drunken Tony at his party, because of course, guys, you know, he's dying. The palladium is killing him inside and all that stuff. So, it's like he's got like cancer. So, it's like cancer pretty much. It's killing him from the inside. So, he's a human being, man. You're gonna drown your sorrows with what? With alcohol, right? So he has everybody at his house. He's got the suit on. You do stupid things, right, when you're drunk. He's completely drunk, puts the suit on, party on with the suit. He's Iron Man, right? So it was one of my favorite scenes. I mean, Don Cheadle does such a great job in this. I mean, I loved every single bit of him in this movie. he goes downstairs and puts the Mark II on and comes back upstairs and says party's over because Tony was getting out of hand. I mean, he was too drunk. They're throwing bottles in the air and he's blasting him with the repulsors. He comes down, he goes downstairs and gets the Mark II to stop Tony. I mean, dead stop. And when he says party's over and that mask closes, I mean, that was like one of my favorite scenes right there. I mean, epic. I mean, that whole fight there, Tony picks up the weights and all that. Fantastic. I loved it. And then the clash of the beam there, it looks like Dragon Ball Z anime. So that blew up that room and everybody was all over the place. It was fantastic. I loved it. Don Cheadle did a very, very good job acting as Rhodey / War Machine. Very focused, very, you know, straightforward, very strong actor. And of course he takes the Mark II machine and it's get retrofit with crazy weaponry, minigun, rocket pods, machine guns in hands, and of course War Machine is born. This thing looks like a fighter jet. It's got the schemes of the color paint of an F-15 with like Air Force insignias on it. It flies. It is unbelievable. I love that. I can't wait to get Hot Toys, a 1/6 scale figure, Hot Toys, a War Machine. I'll have that full showcase review when I get it. Fantastic.